Hi, I'm Mike.
And I'm Holly. We're here to talk about Bordeaux today. You know, Bordeaux is a word that I think intimidates people a little bit. It's a region in France on the Atlantic. They make beautiful red and white wines, mostly known for their reds, but they tend to be expensive and hard to find and hard to procure. And I think it scares a lot of people away from Bordeaux, but there are great values to be found, and we've got a great one today.
Yeah, today this is Chateau La Verriere. It's the 2012, and $10.99, discounts down to $9.99. I think that I've had a lot of Bordeaux over the years, and this is about as good as it gets for very inexpensive Bordeaux. This is a Bordeaux Superior. The breakdown would be 70% Merlot, 20% Cabernet, and 10% Cabernet Franc. Mostly right bank.
Right. And in Bordeaux, you know, they very rarely make a red wine from one grape because of the inclement weather being on the ocean. Their tradition is to always blend, and they've got 5 major grapes that they use in any different combination, but that secures, you know, kind of the harvest. If one grape isn't doing well or they get hit by a rainstorm, they always have other ones to play around with. So you'll very rarely find one grape. This has got a classic blend, and mostly Merlot being on the right bank. When we say bank in Bordeaux, that river kind of cuts through the Gironde River into the left and the right bank. And the right is kind of favors Merlot. The left favors Cabernet Sauvignon, just because of the soil.
Right. So they can vary the blend.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But this is such a great introduction to Bordeaux. You know, I mean, they are fabulous wines, and some of them can be very pricey, but you don't have to spend a lot to get a really good sampling of what this region is doing.
Yeah. So let's
Yeah,
taste this.
absolutely. Beautiful color on this. It's still young. And 2012, which is a good vintage. It's already 4 years old, but this is a baby.
Yeah, we just we're just discussing that. I think this wine is just in its infancy and is just going to get better and better. That's pretty rare to find in a $10 bottle of Bordeaux. But the first thing that I get this nice toasty oak, kind of this warmth from the nose.
And a little earthiness too. I mean, this really speaks of its sense of place. That oak is there, but it's not overpowering. However, when it hits the palate, you do get those dry tannins that, you know, on its own, it's like, you know, it will dry your mouth out. So it really can benefit from some food. You know, some good protein that will leave a little bit of fat on your tongue and kind of soften those dry tannins.
Right.
You know, like a roast lamb with a rosemary sauce, or a prime rib even, or even for an aperitif, a nice charcuterie plate with some sausages and salamis.
Something with a little bit of fat.
Right, exactly. And that fat's going to soften those tannins. But over time, if you're able to save this a few years in your cellar, those tannins will soften. And that's what gives it its nice longevity.
Happily, I mean, this is a Bordeaux that you can drink without food. I mean, some have a little sharpness to them. But this has great length. I mean, I got a little bit of blackberry. You get some plum. Black cherry. We talked about a little bit of cassis.
A little cassis, which is a very classic descriptor for Bordeaux. And the finish, it's always a sign of a good quality in a wine. Finish means how long do you taste that wine after you swallow it? And it's going on and on.
Yeah,
this is really a beautiful long finish.
It really is. So Chateau La Verriere 2012, $10.99, discounts down to $9.99. Hard to beat.
Yeah, we love it. We hope you enjoy it too. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.